lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
So now after the sack, Cam of the Patriots going to look up at a third and long. From the gun, here's Newton. And he's going to go down again.
There you go, Queen. There you go, Patrick
Queen. Able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big.
I thought it was going to end up being a safety, but no.
Back in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them.
50-yard line in their territory.
18 yards. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. And this is taken in at the 5. It's a
Hollywood
there for Baltimore. 43 yards.
The dynamic duo is doing damage in this one, and they've certainly been on point throughout. And they hook up again for another big play.
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Well, they've been part of the cream of the crop in the AFC all season. It's becoming more and more evident that they're going to get a shot to play for that Super Bowl title.
The momentum has been building, and you mentioned how well they've played throughout the season. It's all come together for them, and they're really laser focused on being that team to represent in the Super Bowl.
They have been dominant in this one.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
I'm going that way, we win. There we go.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Now he can't kneel.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
It's so tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Patrick Queen getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those.
Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out.
Tyrod Taylor's sack.
Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold.
I keep hurdling too late. I mean too early.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense.
This is caught inside the 15.
That's right, baby.
They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Tanner Gabriel, 55 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at a big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. Rolling to his right. And no,
Bro, he should have catch that. It
incomplete.
went right in his hands.
Two-point conversion,
What's it?
no
It
good.
bounced off the guy's
We
helmet.
could sit up here
And then,
and dance around it a little bit. But going for two in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, I mean, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think he just said, well, my kid.
Ravens got it.
No, okay.
Well, there you go. Just your everyday leading big and you onside kick it with a lead. And they got it. I mean, it worked, but interesting call.
I think because they have such a margin, they feel a little bit bolder about what they're doing. And
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
hey, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Hey,
58 yards. And this
Woo.
offense is running away with this one. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
he certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too. Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for two, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get two. You got some pretty ticked-off folks on the other sideline now.
And this is secured by the Patriots.
The onside kick is recovered by New
The
England.
risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field
hopefully I
position.
keep
And that's
doing
the key
it
to
so
everything, because you're
they do
trying
get a
your
touchdown.
best
They'll get a touchdown
to
faster,
press
so I
advantages
can.
when you have them. And field position
So I
leads you
can
to
play.
that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Newton. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Marquise Lee, the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
A shotgun snap for Newton. And that will be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue
Run it
to
up,
try
run it up,
anything
run
they
it
can.
up.
They're still working at
Ooh.
it, even though this
Run
one
it up,
feels
run
like
it
a
up,
lost
run it up.
cause.
The Patriots send out their punter. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Now this offense about ready to take over again. And they have made this look easy. I mean, there's not supposed to be anything easy about the NFL playoffs, but this lead, yes, they're at home, but this has been impressive.
And we hear all the time when upsets happen, teams go on the road, that maybe home field advantage isn't all it's cracked up to be. But you and I both know the reality is teams really fight hard to get it. Why? You don't ever have to change routine. Everything's familiar going into the game. It makes things easier, and that has paid off for them in a big way in this contest.
On 2nd down, it's Ingram. Broke a tackle, but not much room there ultimately. Just up past the 25 and no further. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
3rd and 3.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. What's the curl? What's the curl? What's the curl?
From the shotgun, it's Taylor. Flush to his right. Hard throw, incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we got
Kevin.
3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say
Kevin.
that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they like some
I was
matchups
seeing
that
if
they
you were
had.
on.
Thought they
I
could
got
exploit
bored,
them,
so I just hopped
unable
on
to do so
Madden.
on that play.
And that's
Ooh,
caught.
Should have put a sample in the locker room. I just delivered.
And
Yo,
all the
yo.
way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Okay, bro.
Taylor Gabriel.
I just
His second
celebrated the whole way to a touchdown, 50
And the
yards.
Ravens continue to
They
pour
couldn't.
it on.
They still couldn't get me.
So another
Here,
score
look.
there. Often you talk about the three phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game.
And
privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership.
Yep, Ravens against the Patriots. It's playoff games.
So they're looking strong here in the fourth quarter. And now they'll empty the backfield.
I'll have to send you the picture soon.
From the gun, it's
and we got the 2 points.
This is going to be caught. So add 2
here,
more
I'll
to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth.
Well, I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that
Where is it?
they laid it on them in this game.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Takes it at the 7. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35.
37-yard line.
Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. Cam going to bring the Patriots up now 1st and 10 at their own 37. He'll set up to throw from the gun. And he'll get that to Michelle, complete.
Dang it.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Completed.
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
Get out of
This
here.
game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
A 6-yard pick.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out.
Flex on his haters. Flex on his haters.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Tavon Young, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Why are you?
Partner, I gotta tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. They'll start by running the option to the right.
Got us into the red zone.
Inside the 35. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
So finally, at this stage of the game, he lets his legs carry him for a big-time first down. But I think this is all set up by his eyes throughout the game. He's been taking it all in as he's watched this thing unfold. And finally, the eyes carried the legs and took him downfield.
You're right. His longest run of the game waited until the 4th quarter, and maybe that lulled the defense to sleep a little bit. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
9-yard line.
It's a pickup of 3, and we have now arrived at the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.